Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel where we're live again. We've only been live once. We're back again. Boldly starting in death hour, 7 p.m., 7:38 p.m. It's a dangerous time to start a live stream. You know, it's when everyone's eating. Chances are it was a bad choice. But we're going to do some RaceRoom racing experience. Let's see how this goes. Let's hope all the chat refreshes. Let's see if that works. Come on, YouTube. Don't tell me I have to type in the address manually every time now. Oh. No, YouTube, you plonkers. I think I do. Right, that's it. I've been trolled by YouTube. I have to... Every live stream now, I have to... Oh, God. Can we get a ban on YouTube, please, guys? They should rename it Inconvenient Tube. An inconvenient tube. There'll be a way around this. Can't see the chat room. Give me a second, guys, whilst I refresh all this. Hello, Darius. Yeah, the chat's broken on stream because I have to manually repaste the new URL because it doesn't use a static URL anymore. Because if it did, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? That'd be handy. That'd be. If they used a static one, it would mean that I could just keep it the same. But nope. Fortunately, I can paste it in quite quickly. There we go. And then if I... Annoyingly, I can't copy and paste from... I can't copy and paste from my One Piece. You can't copy and paste across Chrome Remote, which is what I use to see chat on my computer, but that should work. I should now be able to see the chat room. What a smooth launch. That was almost as good as our landings in X-Plane. That'll do. There we go. I can see the chat room now. Okay. So, Mr. Schmittington, who's done this picture on our Discord, choose Muscle Air. Thanks, Mr. Scrobbles. What's the server called? Thomas Schmidt said he's got it set up. Or he was setting it up. I hope you guys got a cup of tea as well. I have. Let's go to the main. There we go. Hello. Oh, hang on. Why is that? Oh, okay. That's not right, is it? What's going on there? Why is that not scaled properly? Oh, is that right? Oh, I think that's just the UI's weird. There's a gap there. Okay, I think we are good. I think that's okay. Because the mouse is at the edge of the screen there. Yeah, that's all. We're all good. Hello, Fred L. Jesus, everything. Nothing ever stays the same. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. It's called Game of Muscle. Thank you. Is there a password on it? Mouse cam. Oh, yeah. That's where we had our flight yoke. Wheel cam, groin cam, leg cam. Hello. Right. Are we doing NUS? Nice. It's a good car. What was the password? Where do you put the password in? Do you do it as you load in? Sexy. Not quite. I'm gonna go for the toothpaste car this time. Is it capitals? I guess it is. T. These are like really fun old cars. Ah, nice one. Anyone could join, yeah. Okay. Oh, it Brands Hatch. fixed setup. Perfect. Thomas Schmidt's on the ball here. 1 litre per lap here. Oh. I know. There we go. Nice. Why is my wheel rotating? I'm getting the honeycomb at the end of the month, Sim Racing Source. I just got Momo wheel put in this car. When they come out, basically. Oh, I need to go on 3, that's why. Sorted. Oh. A10 Warthog in the back of the car. I was when I was in Seattle, I bumped into a programmer for EA, and I was like, "You scumbag, you dirty case drop scumbag," and he went, "Oh no, it's Surprise Mechanics." But he was joking. Nice guy actually. Can't remember. Can't remember what he said he worked for. Can't remember what he did specifically. Weird how I guess maybe it was just Seattle's like a tech place. Like I bumped into a woman that worked for Adobe, the Photoshop, Premiere, what have you. She was locked out of a car. I just started chatting to her. Up 4 gears. She left her keys in the office. She couldn't get back to the car. She had to get someone to get a ferry back to her office. Weird. No, he didn't work for. He worked in the UK. Frostbite's Stockholm, I think. Yeah, it was my first time in the States. I don't think I'd go back to a city in the States, but I'd go hiking in the States for sure. Yes, get 100 likes at 7. How many people are watching? If all 86 of you click the like button, that'd be awesome. Don't really expect it, but hang on, is it 3 or 2? Which profile was I using for RaceRoom? Not 2. Must have been 3. Let's have a look. What are my settings on here? Sensitivity. It was the natural dampener. Let's put it on 25. See, the car seems a bit bumpy. I put a piece of tape with my profile names on my rig. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. I've got a printer. One of those printer things. Should use that. Should visit Barbados. Oregon, yeah, I've had a lot of people saying that about Oregon. Join this server, guys. How many people are we getting here? We need to get in here, boys. Boys and girls. Mostly boys, because girls apparently don't play driving sims. Apart from Sim Racing Girl, that's it. That's it, one girl. She's too busy working to play driving sims most of the time. I got it as a birthday present. I didn't buy the printer myself. Yeah, no, I mean America was just. So this is the thing. I was trying to put it into words more, like what's the difference between America and like Europe and the UK? And the best summary is like America is crazy. America is crazy, and then it is just crazy. That makes sense. It's crazy. Whereas England is silly, and so there's a real difference there. Like, both places are broken, but America's broken in a crazy way, whereas England is broken in a silly way. That's what I'm getting. That's how it works in my head. Ah, 4 gears. Keep forgetting. Well, it's geographically essentially Europe. I'm getting adverts now for prepare your business for Brexit. Hello, Squid Flipper. Hello, Mr. Slowly. Get in this server, guys. It's filling up. We've got 32 slots. 7 minutes if you want to get in and race with us. This car's absolutely awesome for crazy racing. The wacky racemobile. Click that like button if you haven't yet as well. We're 10 minutes into the stream. If we can get 100 likes per hour, that'd be amazing. Especially if you're a fan of RaceRoom, and I'll play more RaceRoom. Goodbye, Porky. Hello, Porky Pie. I just had some food. Now I'm hungry again. Hello, Mad Otter. Well, sure. I think it's like a 10-minute race or something. Car lube. Hello, B Stu. Look at all these sim boys. We're playing the flight sim where you get a whole different crowd of people. I do enjoy playing X-Plane 11, but I appreciate it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's kind of like bus simulator in the air. It's all scaremongering. Yeah, no. I mean, there's nothing you can really do as a business because nothing's actually worked out. So I don't know why they're advertising to prepare because you can't do anything. The reality is we're all just going to end up paying more for everything. that's the reality. Someone's going to make a lot of money off it, and it's not going to be us people at the bottom. JF's logged into RaceRoom. Maybe JF will come and join us. That'd be awesome. Surely he's not at work. It's 7:50, and I think he's in France or Belgium. So it should be like 9 o'clock for him. JF, if you're in, come in the chat. That's Jean-Francois, who's a producer for Sector 3. That'd be awesome if he's loading up to join us. Only happening with a deal. David Dickens' real deal. But as I said before, even if there's no deal, there's still going to be a deal because you still have to negotiate something. That's what doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the netcode's awesome. It uses like a mixture of peer-to-peer as well as the server. The car contact collision code is really well done. Like you can proper bump into people. Midland Zeta, hello. RaceRoom's awesome. Maybe not as shiny as other sims, but it's pretty shiny, I would say. Like the track artists do a really good job on it. So the tracks actually look really solid. Like the texture work's really nicely done. I mean, the shaders might not be the best, but although they have improved the shaders, the car models and everything, the sounds, you know. I actually quite like how RaceRoom looks. I think the tracks aren't laser scanned, which often shows, like the scale is often a bit off, but I like it. It runs really well. I mean, I'm hitting 140 FPS here. Politics and cars. Why am I so slow? Oh, everyone's pretty close actually. Yeah, it looks very neutral. We've got the RWB crew. We've stolen their car now. I will get more hot women. I try bringing them back. They don't want to get in the sim ring though. Hey Dickinson. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I've definitely noticed with girls when I show them my sim rig, they're like scared of like crashing and stuff. Like they treat it as if it's a real car. Only one girl that I've had in my simulator has driven it like a game and just, you know, just gone, oh, just, you know, they know it's... Obviously, all of them know it's not real life, but... Do you know what I mean? Like, they pull out the pit at, like, 10 miles an hour, and then they're like, ooh, driving it like a road car, not like a go-kart or a race car. It's weird. Whereas guys that have got my sim stuff just, like, go flat out and drive straight into a wall. Yeah, they're all wafoos. All timid Asian girls. Oh, that didn't work. Same. I've not had any girls do any flight simming. maybe that's for the next time. Maybe that's the key. How many people are in here? We need more people. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 people at the moment. Why is it not? We need more people, guys. Get in here. How do you see the timing? Oh, there we go, timing. Oh, we've got 9 people. Get in here, guys. We need more people. We need to fill this up. Anthony Edwards. I have noticed the same thing. Had lots of ladies in my rig. My wife was the only one who got in and tried to shred, and that's why you married her. You were like, oh, I like how you hit those tyres. Oh, no, someone's left. Has left. Why don't people play R3? Because it's microtransactions and you have to, like, kind of know about it. It kind of falls into a weird place. AC is like... AC is really good and you've got all the mods and everything and it's got a sim racing system and what have you, and it's like 30 quid and then you're done. iRacing has the racecraft and the online, you know, people get sucked into that, and the oval. RaceRoom kind of, it's like a weird German, well, not German, is it? But he's like European, very European centric. RaceRoom has some really good hot lap competitions in it though. It's not really dead though. They do a lot of development updates to it. The people that work there are really talented. It does have people still playing it. It's just like I said, it's more like it hasn't really carved out its own established niche. I mean, it is its own niche, but do you know what I mean? Hello, Driver Motive. I play R3E as much as AC. I love it. Right, are we? What's happening now? Warm up and car setup. How much fuel do we need? How long's the race? I don't know how long the race is. Where's the race info? Race monitor. Oh, Christ. How long's the race? Is it in timings? No. Session info. There we go. 12 minutes. Perfect. So let's put 13 laps of fuel in. That should be enough. Actually, how long's the lap? Oh, it's all gone. I'm going to put 15 laps of fuel in just to be safe. I think lap with this, it depends on the car, it's like 58 seconds. The force feedback's alright though, Mike TTC. I mean, the force feedback in RaceRoom is a million times better than ACC's force feedback. And it's better than iRacing's force feedback, especially with the old tyre model. I think it's just the way it's sold and just how they rolled it out as well. It was kind of trickle rolled out when it first came out, and also when it first came out, it didn't drive anywhere near as realistic as it did now. So you had like GTR 2, and then you had like GTR Evolution, Race 07 GTR Evolution, and those games had like the same kind of following as Netcar Pro. If not, at the time of Netcar Pro, GTR Evolution was more active and more popular online. You basically, back in 2007, you had like Race 07, Live for Speed was popular online, and Netcar Pro was dead online. And then by the time GTR Evolution came out, they started, after GTR Evolution, they started doing all these like random add-ons and bits and bobs. And then I think in 2012 this came out, but they launched this with like a free car and a free track and everything. It was just like really murky and confusing, and a lot of people were expecting GTR 3, so there was a big letdown. And so this is kind of just potted on in the background. I think if they'd have launched this in the same way as like a GTR Evolution, this game would have been a lot more popular. The launch of it was not very successful. But then, you know, Sector 3 got, I think they changed ownership and stuff, and there was a whole bunch of politics behind the scenes, and, you know. Here we go. Mike, I've got a video on force feedback settings with my DD, but then someone was saying that my force feedback settings were garbage now, so I don't know if they might not work anymore. The main thing is to edit the text file so that you don't get the jolt. You need to search for there's a force feedback thing called jolt magnitude. You need to turn that off with the DD wheel. And then the other thing is you just need to add a bit of dampening. I'm actually using the default force feedback settings pretty much in game now. Just added dampening. This guy's up front there, bloody quick. Whoa! Thomas Smith in his mustard mobile. He's shaking. He's got Parkinson's. Oh, where's Thomas going? I would say, in my opinion, RaceRoom does the 90s vehicles the best. Like 90s DTM is awesome. I think their suspension, however the suspension works in this, is really good. I haven't tried VR with this recently. When the VR first came out, it was a little bit funky, but that was with the Rift. I need to try it again with the Index. The front's washing out. Squeezed. That's weird, CB. This is one of the few sims that runs super quick for me. Maybe that's the hard disk thing. What to do with it loading stuff in? I don't know. That's weird. I find this sim runs really smooth. Probably the smoothest out of all the sims. Probably because the underlying engine's not exactly brand spanking new. You can only join when it's not in race, so this race is only 9 minutes. Join after this race. Bouncing over there. Always. I need to work out a fix for that. Yeah, I think it does come across like the limit, like the nature of the cars at the limit does kind of seem simplified in a sense, but I mean, I don't think it's in a bad way. It's like I mean, a lot of these sims are based on the R Factor 1 core, so which is used professionally. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. I think it just comes across like that. It maybe lacks a certain degree of like nuance in a certain. Like, I think you can, when you get into driving really quick in this, you kind of do get into a leaning on the front style of driving. There's a more kind of binary, the car will hook up or it won't type situation. But I find the more slippy cars in this negate that. If that makes sense. Well, doesn't everyone have a 3900X in their system? Oh. It's all about the 3900X, guys. At the end of the day, I generally find RaceRoom fun. So that's all that really matters. And these guys up front, I think they've driven this before. Oh, damn. Where's he going? I didn't know you could buy 3900. When it came to the 3900X, I'd been waiting to get one for like 3 months, 2 months, and I loaded up eBay and it was like in stock, 3 left. I was like, quick, buy it. Just wanted to get it done, just put it in my system. I've not even done any work with it yet. It's probably a total waste of money, but I'll put the other chip in my streaming PC. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, was it the 3600 I had before? Is that the lowest one they do? The 3600 non-X. I think that's what I think that's the other chip I got, and it seemed pretty much exactly the same in gaming. Mr. Bean's here. Oh no, Mr. Bean's the best. RaceRoom's definitely got some fanboys as well. There's definitely a bunch of people that really like it. R3E Swedish Tour. Well, the thing is, I would actually visit some of the places in Europe and do more stuff like that. Not because the flights are cheap. Like, you can go, if you book a month in advance, you can get to these places for about £250 if you're like the flight's normally only like £60, but then you need to stay at night at an airport or something, or a hotel, or like get a taxi to an airport, or you know what I mean, trains and stuff. So basically, to go anywhere in Europe ends up always costing about £250–350. So, oh Christ! So I'm not against doing like visiting stuff in Europe, but the big downside is that I'm not then doing YouTube videos whilst I'm out, and so if I don't do any like video content, I lose money very quickly. So like, that's probably one of the worst things about doing YouTube is you see how much money you're doing on a day. Like, it's like all graphed out. When you do like another job, you're like, oh, you know, you don't, it's kind of like spread out. You might know when your accountant shouts at you or something. So I need to like clone myself. Why didn't you play a proper sim? We do iRacing. Oh, why? Why is it specifically hated second gear though? It's weird. We're going to be playing a real sim tomorrow. We're going to be playing some Grid, Codemasters Grid. Embargo lifts tomorrow. So I can live stream that for a bit. Play through the single player. That'll be good fun. I don't know when the actual... Is that the public release date tomorrow as well? Can someone Google the public release date for Grid for me? I just know the date that I'm allowed to live stream is tomorrow. Hot identical twins. Because all identical twins are hot. I knew some identical twins growing up, but they weren't identical, they were twins. Oh, Grid's on the... Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I'll probably stream it tomorrow. I've not played it properly at all. It's more on the arcade side. It's not entirely my cup of tea, really. But when I played it briefly, it was actually quite fun to play. To be honest, it was just. But it's like a pure arcade on track. So I'm not allowed to stream at midnight. It'll be like 9 AM or something. I can't remember the exact time. That's what's funny with embargoes. They always set an exact time because they know that people will, you know, just to get an edge on content release, people do it on the button. Oh, I guess you're not allowed to change gear until the RPMs are down a certain amount. Well, I would say if you're more of a sim person, Grid's probably not going to be your cup of tea. If you're like the people from the time I played it, the people who I would imagine would really enjoy it is like if you're like a teenager and you've got like brothers and sisters or whatever that you play games with, or a bunch of friends that like jumping, quick racing, nice sort of presented single player. That's, you know, it's not a complicated game. And I think that's kind of, you know, it's just a sort of jump in and race, have fun kind of game. But if you're into sims, that's kind of what you get, but with the depth of the simulator. So it kind of makes those kind of games a bit moot for us guys that play all these sims and have got used to them. But if you're on a PlayStation 4, for example, and you don't play sims, then you probably really like Grid. Final lap, but I'm just cruising here in fourth. I can't catch up with these front guys. They've got too much pace. I probably had too much fuel as well. Don't know what track we're doing next. You'll be able to join the server, guys, if you want to get in for the next race. Ah, bugger. Alright, let's finish with a roll. Oh, that didn't work. Oh! Okay, Gasper. I should have defended him a bit better there. Swedish? I don't know. We do an easy track next. We should do Laguna Seca next. That'll be fun in this car. Password is T in capital letters. Hello, Squid Flipper. Click the like button, guys. 194 people watching. If you all click the like button, I'll have an aneurysm. I'll literally explode. Stuart, I've had a lot of people saying the VR's really good now. I like these cars. These are nice and fun for racing. We should keep these cars for a bit longer and then we can move to something else. Or are we doing a race 2? We should jump to another track, or can we not? Can we go to another track? Do we have to do another race? Do we have to do reverse grid? I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. He's redoing the server. He's on the ball. Oh, what, the vlog? And the Microsoft thing? Well, you know, if companies want to fly me across the world to fly in aeroplanes, we might have something. We might have something coming up, but I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, it was awesome. Little American adventure. I think he's just resetting the server here. Do I have to go back to go in? Can we drive something fast? Yeah, we can drive a faster car in a bit. Now Laguna Seca, nice. After that, 90s DTM, and then isn't there like an IndyCar or something? The thing is, we have to. What was it? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's put my logo on it. Thomas, what a ledge! Can we all praise Thomas? I mean, I don't know what I'd do without people that do all the work for me. Right, first person to say which colour, and we pick that colour. Type the colour in chat. Whoever gets it first, we're going for that. Oh, no, Tiama. Oh, what colour is it going to be? I bet it's going to be yellow, isn't it? Blue Slovenian. Which one's that? This one? The first one? Recaro. Jägerbomb motor. What's blue Slovenian? Which car's that? Which car's that? 75. Oh, here we go. It looks pretty cool. It looks so retro. Okay. Guys from your country, nice. Wait, do you live in Slovenia? Hello, Gravel. Gravel ice hockey player. We talked about ice hockey before with you. I want to play ice hockey now. I miss ice hockey so much, or like roller hockey. Nobody plays it, and it's so much equipment. It's like go-karting. It's not as bad as go-karting, but it's such a commitment to get into. I wish I could. I wish there was like a local club, and I could just go down and rent like maybe like put a helmet on. All you need is like a girdle, knee pads. You don't even need the upper body stuff. You just say to everyone, don't do any stupid slap shots or anything, and like pay £15. I'd do that. And you need ice skates. That's like £200. Jesus Christ. And you need an ice rink. Has Microsoft getting you in a plane made you want to fly more? Yeah, no, it was awesome. It did make me. I specifically was talking to the pilot, to the instructor, because it was a legit introductory flight lesson type scenario. It was, it was like it wasn't like a tour. It was like we teach you how to fly kind of as a basic thing. It wasn't like a, it counts towards your time, but So I was saying to him, I was like, I can't afford this. I can't afford it. Don't make me want to do more of it. And he was like, okay, I'll make you do more of it. So he was a really nice guy, actually. I would definitely. I really want to fly an acrobatic aeroplane. The problem is I don't have a sense of danger in aeroplanes, which is really unhealthy. It just doesn't bother me at all. If I'm at the controls of something, I don't care. If I'm a passenger, I'd be absolutely terrified. Hitting the ball against. Oh, he's playing a hockey team. If you have to make videos to keep cash flow, make a sim rig visiting tour all over Europe. Yeah, well, those videos don't make money. If your objective was to make money, or like to actually grow the channel through like videos. You just have to review stuff, but it takes a lot of time, and it's hard to fit that in with live streaming for like 6 hours a day as well. Are we at 100 likes? Guys, are we at 100 likes? How many likes are we on? Julian Sheen, the racing machine, is in here. Met him in real life. Legendary. Are we actually on 100 likes? I can't see. There's no way for me to know. Nice. Thanks for clicking the like button, guys. We can play the graphic then. Per hour. Nice, guys. Thank you. Well, I'll give you the Batman as well. Oh. Hang on. There we go. Copyright infringement. Thank you, guys. You're too cavalier. Oh, yeah, so... Well, this is the thing. I just... For some reason... That... Everyone has gone deaf. That Cessna just felt totally stuck. I mean, I get, you know, there's probably planes out there. It depends if there's more turbulence, and I'm kind of the same in go-karts and things, and on bikes. Like I will happily ride my mountain bike down stuff that is beyond my skill level. And this is how I broke my back when I was younger. I just sledged off a hill. I didn't really think about it. So, kind of have to remind myself not to do that. No, I'd really like to do gliding. Full-size glider. I really like the aspect that you have to try and find thermals and try and stay aloft in the air. I think that's really cool. And you have to be really at one with the actual flying. Whereas in an aeroplane, like a normal aeroplane flight, it's cool as a way of going. No, it's amazing. All flying's amazing, obviously, but I think I'm not too interested in communicating with air traffic control and stuff. I just like to fly around in circles.
Upgrading to
Oh!
20 pedals CSL Elite Sport V3 honest opinion.
Andy Itchit, G9. Well, both are fine. So I'm using the Club Sport pedals with the load cell. Although the thing is, the V3 pedals are only like £100 more, so you might as well go with the V3 pedals. And they cost more, so I get more money if you use my affiliate link, so obviously do that. I'm perfectly happy with these CSL Elite pedals with the load cell, but yeah, if it's only like £80 more, you might as well get the V3s. Someone earlier asked about VR or wheel upgrade, I think. But thank you, Andy Hitchings, for that donation. Super generous there. Thanks for keeping me in the sim rig. Whoa! What was it? Who asked about VR? VR versus wheel, I think someone said. What I would say is, if you intend to play a lot of VR games, then, oh god, it's that second gear. Why do you have to do that? I think you just have to be. I think you have to be below 4,000 RPM, otherwise it doesn't go into gear. That's weird. If you play a lot of VR games, then get a VR before the wheel upgrade. You know, if you like, I mean like non-driving simulators, or say you play flight simulators, you want to play them in VR, or you want to play whatever in VR, Pavlov onwards. If you like VR stuff, or you think you will, get the VR headset before the wheel. If you mostly play driving simulators and like racing sims is your thing, then spend the money on like the wheel and pedals first. Password is T in capital letters. Personally, if it wasn't for live streaming and making videos, I would only be playing driving sims in VR. That's all I would do. You know. Pedals are next, because you can still use them. What's the point of having good pedals without... Well, because you can... yeah. To be honest, Radical SR3, forget the sim rig. Why waste time and money on a sim rig? Just buy a Radical SR3, it's going to be more fun. Sure, it costs a lot more money. Sure, you probably die when you crash into a wall, but more fun. What's the point of a flight sim without VR? I don't... Like, VR for me is amazing. Like, it utterly transforms things. But I can kind of... I don't know, maybe it's because I'm live streaming most of the time and I'm talking to a chat room that it offsets it. If I was just sat there playing by myself, I'd probably have to be in VR. Just drive with a controller. Just drive with a hot Ukrainian supermodel on your lap. This is like the thing with Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't mind that it doesn't have VR at launch because I know it's not gonna... Like, it's like X-Plane 11. You have to turn the graphics down so much to get it to run in VR. So, you know, I'd want to play it. It's like I'd like it to have VR, but it has to work in 2D first. Oh, bugger. Cut the track too much. Oh, dear. Whoa! Two-wheel mode. Mind of my own. The problem is it bugs out sometimes and moves around and work, or it doesn't work perfectly, and then sometimes the audio doesn't mirror properly, and it is kind of uncomfortable looking at a chat all the time. This monitor's really nice. Really do like this monitor actually. I'd pretty much say to get a 35-inch monitor over a 31-inch monitor for driving sims. For FPS games, probably stick with a smaller monitor. Drum brakes can be pretty good in real life, it's just that they wear out. They weren't bad at braking, I think they just take a while to get optimal and they wear out quickly, but they're not bad, from what I understand. What should they call RaceRoom? Super extreme racing. Super amazing cars room. Maximum power room. I don't know how much fuel we need for this. they're not super sweet. I have seen the dome screens. I find that the colours and stuff on them end up being washed out and what have you. I've used like different projector stuff. Projectors always look a bit weird. I've used like full room projectors. I've used a cave system. I've used a dome thing. Not my setups, obviously. There's something weird about the quality of a projected image that doesn't quite look right. It's good for films though. I like projectors for films, but for games, how the physics in what in this is fine. This is, you know, it's another good simulator. It's not arcade at all. Straight up the inside. Getting a little bit of knocking going on there, but that's this car. Bit of door-to-door action there. Drum brakes have pads that push up and down, like outwards. I think there's like a spring on them that often goes. I can't remember. There's a YouTube video that explains it all really clearly. I think the drum brakes, the problem is they don't wear out evenly. Is the main thing with them. There's probably cooling issues as well. They're more complicated, mechanically complicated, I think, in many ways. They wear out. They're heavier. Whereas a disc brake, I think, is kind of more self-redundant in the sense that there's not much to brake on it, and it always stays very close and almost in contact with the disc, so it wears out evenly all the time. Oh, sorry. T. Sessberg there. Do I do this full time? Yeah, I live streaming YouTube videos. I've been doing YouTube full time for 2 years now. Well, 2.5 years as my only thing. I was doing some other stuff before whilst doing YouTube. YouTube life. YouTube rockstar. Yeah, RaceRoom's good. I need to get some more Sector 3 keys so we can get some more people in. We got photographers there snapping an image of us. Lucky man, I know. I kind of, I think I lucked out in that when I started doing sim racing stuff, no one else was really doing sim racing stuff apart from, there's like Inside Sim Racing. There's a couple of channels, but I mean, not doing like really regular stuff. I don't think even Jimmy Broadbent wasn't really doing super regular stuff when I started. He might be. I think he was doing like the occasional video, but he was mostly doing. I think he was mostly doing like GT, Gran Turismo stuff and like random things. But that was it. Really, it was like Inside Sim Racing and some Americans. What? Two wheel? Oh, he's lost it! And he's took another car with him. So yeah, I think I was lucky in that because sim racing is so niche, you don't have to have like 1 million subs to sort of stand out. You don't have to be particularly talented either, so that pays off. More yellow car mayhem. Cruising here. Up to 8th place, glorious 7th ahead of us. Oh yeah, well, Jimmy and Malone were doing that. What was that thing called on Twitch? They had a little group they did. Was it Race Spot TV or something? I don't know. I think Jimmy was still doing his own thing as well. Grit TV. Do I play DCS? Not really. But I do think DCS would be good fun. I've got some content for it. Click that like button, guys. We hit 200 likes per hour. Miracle. Woo! That was smooth there. Totally floated it through there. We're closing the gap. I couldn't be huge in iRacing because I complain. I complain about it and it annoys iRacers. People, oh bollocks, done it again. People get really annoyed if you whinge about a game. If you slag off a game that people enjoy, people get really annoyed with you. I quite enjoy the Skippy, but I get a bit bored of iRacing because they only have one track rotation per week, and then aspects of the physics are a bit like, I just call it interesting. I do enjoy playing it. I just like playing all the simulators. With iRacing, I mean, it's kind of with a lot of the sims as well. You definitely have a lot of people just only play one simulator, and so they get like annoyed if you play other sims. We've got 5 minutes to close the gap. Oh my god. That gear shift's killing me. Thanks DD Wheel there. How many restarts a week? Oh, look at that there. G Ekstrom, T Heller, Beaver Doss are all like battling through there, and here's me watching him from like with my binoculars. Yeah, I always like playing different stuff. I don't like just doing one thing. It's like I quite like Rocket League, but every time I play Rocket League, everyone stops watching. But I really enjoy Rocket League. It's like my go-to game to play as a game. Yeah, I might try BeamMG. It should probably work better with this wheel than I could get it to work with the DD. It was a bit fiddly with the DD. Davy Jones. Yeah, not many people play RaceRoom. You look at the view numbers. RaceRoom is the sim that people don't play. There's out of the good simulators, RaceRoom should have like 5 times more people playing it. Oh, that's going to be a penalty, surely. No, that's going to be a penalty. No, that's a shortcut. Yeah, but I would say RaceRoom has, it makes less sense for RaceRoom to be unpopular. I mean, Automobilista's got the reputation as having the physics and stuff, but but the content in Automobilista is definitely, you could see why people wouldn't play it. and Automobilista 1 certainly feels really dated. 7th, come on. RaceRoom has awesome content, as in like awesome cars that people generally know about, like in terms of licenses. It has really nice tracks. It has really nice audio. It runs well. It has VR spot. You know, it's got pretty much all the stuff there. It handles nicely. The user interface is a little bit fiddly. The netcode is fantastic. You know, whereas in Automobilista it's like, well, first of all, the name of it makes no bloody sense. It's got loads of Brazilian tracks in it. It's got bloody weird Brazilian stock cars that literally no one outside of Brazil knows. So it's kind of, you know, I think Automobilista 2 though will kind of fix that, because they've licensed a bunch of, they've got like the Brit pack and stuff in it, and it's on a new engine. They haven't changed the name of it though, which is stupid, but and I'm going to be shilling it to death, so so Automobilista 2 will probably be all right. Yeah, well that's it, David Jones. It's the microtransaction, it's the sales model of RaceRoom that has pretty much caused it to be how it is. The whole DLC model works well if you've got people trapped in your game and then can't get stuff from elsewhere. And that's not how it works. And it works if you've got a huge user base, like mobile phone games. What they need is... I said this to Kunos as well. I emailed Kunos. They probably ignored it. They probably thought, oh, they're like, oh, this guy should shut up. What sim devs need to do, if they want to have like a DLC type model, if that's something and they want to monetize into the future, rather than breaking up the multiplayer and everything, is they need it so that you have a core game that you buy, say it's like £35, and that gets you everything for perpetuity. That's the whole game. You get that, you can race online, you can play. But it doesn't get you like max graphical quality versions of the cars and tracks that are released subsequently. So what you do is you have the basic game, you buy that, and you can play everything online, you can play everything offline, it's all fine. But if you want to turn the textures and the car details to maximum, and you want all the car skins, you then have to buy a key that unlocks that. That is what they have to do. That way, people like me, and most of your sort of sim racers will be like, oh shit, I'll buy it because I want it to look nice, I've got a fast PC, I've got a wheel, I'll buy it because, you know, why not? But it doesn't, and then there's more people online, more people to play. It's bloody obvious. I don't know why developers don't do that. I guess it's probably perceived as too risky, but... It would work. It's genius. Because you're not buying textures. You'd be buying the high resolution version of the. Like if you put this on on the lowest graphical. No, you put it on the lowest graphical settings and look at it. Yeah, make your own. That's a stupid thing to say. Yes, I will dedicate 8 years of my life making a driving simulator. Come on, man. You get a crash fest on servers anyway. You don't make all the content free. You still have to buy the base game. You still have to buy the game. You know, people would still be buying the game. Because you can't, if you have something totally free to play, people don't feel invested into it, so they don't feel like they have to get their value from it, so they don't play it as much. We've got 7th place there. KW Auto Parts. KW basically own Race Room. That's why there's KW springs all over the place. Right, what we doing now? I think we're doing some DTM next. That was a nice race there. Oh, timings have gone. Okay, forget that. Next race. Oh, no, you don't, James. That would be terrible. That would just be really annoying. That'd just be really annoying. iRacing does that anyway. You get billed every month. Just, you know. There might be a setting to get indicators around you. I think it's just we're doing another server here. Should be good. How are we doing on the old Likeys? Oh, well, there goes that window. How's the Likeys going? I can't even see it. It didn't even display it on my computer. 128. Well, get clicking. Get clicking, guys. Tickle that like button. Tell you what, if you click the like button, I will. I'll. Oh, I don't know. I'll download some RAM into your computer secretly. What? Hang on. That's not a 90s DTM car. That's not a 90s DTM car. What's going on here? I might go for the Mercedes. Why's my keyboard not working? There it is. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, guys. Oh, too late, sorry. Oh, he's got all feet set up and everything. This is perfect. Who's hiring? Ow. Just bent my knee there. See how this goes. Sector 3 have a pizza oven in their office. See? Mirror, mirror. Oh, they've changed the engine sound on this. Hang on, they've changed the physics. This has way more. This has way tighter suspension from last time I drove it. Oh, okay, walk the dog. Is that a euphemism? Well, no, because the point Victory Sync is that you want people to... You want as many people online as possible. And you want people just racing. You're always going to get crap players, and the only solution around that is to have some kind of like safety rating type thing. I mean, at the end of the day, the only super clean place is going to be like league rooms anyway. This car's locking up easier now as well. I think they've improved the physics on this. Feels a bit tighter. That's weird. That's two people's games crashed there. It was too much. DTM was too much power. What? I think they might have made this better, you know, and they made it harder, but better. Is that Fanatec podium? Yeah, this works with everything. With the universal hub, you can use this on a PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Though I don't know why you'd use an Xbox One. Microsoft are basically turning. They're trying to release everything on PC as well as console. They're kind of virtualizing the idea of what Microsoft is in terms of Microsoft gaming. Yeah, I know it's cold as well. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because it's better, but the car's not as the suspension's tighter, and the slip profile seems different from last time I played it. I mean, I might be imagining things. It might just be the wheel, but. Well, Victor Sink, you want everyone online. I mean, you could do you could do the thing of like the safety rating thing that you've got in Project Cars 2 and what have you. So you build a lot. It's just safety rating though. It's just I rating and safety rating. You just need that. You want everyone online regardless, because you want them to get in there, and then you want them to be playing online to get better, to build the rank up, and that's addictive, and it encourages people to drive safely. When there's no rating or anything, people don't care. There's no consequence to doing something stupid. Please don't use the I word. Yeah, I'm wearing a Bruzy gloves. I think they might be doing an affiliate link for us. So I should probably I haven't done a video on these gloves yet, actually. We'll probably do a video on them. They're quite nice. I would say they're kind of, in terms of quality, they're kind of what you'd get if you bought £15, £12-15 gloves, but then you've got your own printed stuff on them. So they customise them. So you're basically paying £15 for gloves, and I think they're £30 total, £36 total. So you're paying £15 for the glove, and then £18 to have whatever you want, your custom thing on it. So there's cheaper options, but if you wanted your own pattern on your gloves, then that's what they do. That's just the style of glove they are. They do shorter gloves as well. Someone coming the wrong way at you on an online server, that's just something that can be set on servers where it auto. Again, you have basic ranking for people, but there's basic safety rating tracking, and on the entry level safety rating, you have stuff like auto ghosting, basically like what GT Sport has. You have to have a user base before you implement these things anyway, so it's all moot unless you actually have the user base to start with, which you have to get by launching something in a very specific way. Actually, not. Vans don't really get that sweaty, no. I mean, it's not too hot in here at the moment. They're quite thin gloves. They're made out of that like that stuffed t-shirts are. I'll do a video on them soon. I mean, basically, I've been wearing these since I got them, and I was quite skeptic of gloves, and I wouldn't be wearing them if. Oh, this shifting bollocks. I wouldn't be wearing them if I didn't like them. And again, I'm not saying these are the best gloves. I'm pretty sure there's better gloves out there, quality-wise and probably cost-wise. But these are fine. Again, you're getting your own little pattern on them. That's what you're paying for. Oh, Jesus, there's shifting in this game. You have to wait. In a real car, you either can't put it in, you physically can't put it in gear, so it's not annoying. You know what I mean? If you shift too soon, either it goes downshift and you shift too quickly and it goes into gear and the back spins up and you're like knacker the car. Or if you're not holding the clutch down enough, then the gear doesn't go in. Yeah, I prefer leather wheels, JH. I'm not a big fan of Alcantara wheels. I don't quite get the whole thing with Alcantara if you're then going to wear gloves. It seems like you can lock up easier now, which is a good thing. It was harder to lock up before, unless I'm imagining these things. Maybe it's just this setup. Yeah, it's a dog box in real life. But then the dog box thing, I don't know how it works in this. Not a lifting doesn't work. You have to clutch for the upshifts. Don't know about downshifts. Well, I found Great Tantrum with the direct drive wheel. Wearing gloves allows me to run the force feedback higher, and it's more comfortable. Like, if you're running really high force feedback with a DD wheel and you're not wearing gloves, it can be a bit sore on your hands. I guess you're increasing the surface area of your skin holding onto the wheel as well when you're wearing gloves, so it makes it easier to grip the wheel with higher force feedback as well. I found myself turning the force feedback up higher when I was wearing gloves from when I wasn't wearing gloves. So I would say they do add to the sim racing experience. And that's as someone that never used to wear gloves at all. I'll have a video on it soon. Bloody too much throttle. I'll do a video on it soon. I'm all over the shop here. I need to turn my force feedback up, but also turn my dampening up, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think it gives you, in a sense, you lose a degree of force feedback fidelity wearing gloves. Like, it makes the force feedback less noticeable because you've got something else on your hands in the way. So I would say if you're using like a weaker wheel, maybe not wear gloves. But you know, it's only in a marginal way. But in real life, you obviously wear, well, if you've ever done go-karting or I don't know, I've never driven a road car wearing gloves, but any race driving, typically people are going to be wearing gloves of some kind, so that'll make it more realistic in that sense. Like if you try and match what you wear in reality, then that tends to add to realism. Mind you, I'm never going to wear a helmet in a sim rig. Because I hate wearing helmets. Helmets are just awful. Say no to helmets. The best fireproofing in a real car is to not crash, obviously. Said the 1960s driver. This car's fantastic. I'm probably slow, but I'm going to do this lap. Turn the force feed back up. That'll do. Right. I need to turn the dampening up. Natural dampener. Let's put that on 30, which is quite dampened. Oh, come on. I thought I'd teleport quicker. Car setup. Force feedback. Where are you? Controls. Options. Control settings. Force feedback. Put 95. Hello, Tom Tom. Hello, Big Candy. Click the like button, guys. You just come in. Thanks for your great videos. I want to do some esport, and I saw that the team like Oscaro play online in Project Cars and RaceRoom. For you, what is the best sim actually pretend to have a career? Well, in what sense? Like, there's no real like proper career modes in any of the sims, to be honest. If you're like, to be honest, I wouldn't even go for that unless you're like playing super casual. If you want to do like esport, like if you actually wanted to be a professional sim racer, at the moment, stuff like R Factor 2 is used for a lot of esports competitions. RaceRoom has loads of hot lap competitions. And then the best thing is to look out for like random competitions, local competitions and events. In terms of single player stuff though, I mean Project Cars 2 has like a career thing in it, but the AI's weird a lot of the time. It's alright to go through, but yeah, Automobilista 2 might be interesting, and Project Cars 2 might be interesting as well. Project Cars 3, when that comes out. I just like racing online personally. How long is the race? $12 minutes, okay. Very good. We'll see how this goes. This is lock setup, yeah. Yeah, I mean, F1 2019 has a career, but the AI do weird stuff in it, and it's like really janky, and the handling in it is, the physics are just dull. It's like, I mean, it's not terrible. If you're playing it with a gamepad, or even with a wheel, like you can play it. Obviously, there's people playing it as an esport as well. You can play it, but it just doesn't even compare to like RaceRoom, iRacing, AC. It's not even in the same ballpark. It's just very dull. But yeah, I mean, it does have kind of like it does have a career in it. Just like not, it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's, bumper cars going on here. Yeah, these cars are amazing. A lot of people really like the F1 games though. I just find it hard going from these PC sims, like proper sims, to the F1 titles. Ow, can't be arsed there, thank you. Whoa, come on. 7th place. Yeah, I mean, yeah, iRacing, if you don't mind the cost of it, is good in the sense of getting higher I rating, and iRacing is good for racecraft, especially if you don't want to take part in a league like the Skip Barber and the F3. Well, the F3 car driving's a bit erratic, but iRacing is probably one of the better sims for developing racecraft if you don't want to join a league and you don't mind the cost of it. And we could try the Porsche GT3. Is it got better or something? R3 royalty in the house. What's that, Tom Tom? Are you going to join Tom Tom? Chris Bow. Transmission wine. It's got more wine than a vineyard. Need to go to bed? Why go to bed when you can sim race? How's it going working for the Sector 3? Have you been enjoying it so far? Or have you hated your life decisions? What was it you were doing at Sector 3? Were you doing tracks, or I can't remember what you said you were doing. Woo! Awesome secret stuff. Massaging JF's bald head. Oh, cocking ballsack. Can you make it so that you don't have to do this RPM gear shift thing? Get him to change that. I'm going to harass JF until they change that. Just keeps catching me out. Tom Tom's changing the physics so he can drive faster. It's cheating. He's not allowed to be negative. He's not allowed pizzas from the Sector 3 pizza oven or pastries. But I tell you what, are you where do you live at the moment, Tom Tom? Well, that's one way through that corner, not the fastest. One of the best things about, I mean, I guess I've got a Lidl and they've got a bakery, but just nothing beats French patisserie, croissants and baguettes. Nothing beats it. There's nothing like it in the UK. Not even like France, like all of Europe really. Like maybe not so much Germany. France, Italy, Croatia. You could just get really nice pastries and stuff, like really early, fresh in the morning, that just seem to be better than what you can get in the UK. Germany's good if you like rye bread and sausages. Oh, thank you, Victory Sinker. I mean, I haven't done anything tonight, but okay. Glad you've had fun. Are you off now? Ah, 92 DTMs are probably the worst in terms of physics. I like the physics, I just don't like the gear shifting. Because it doesn't go into gear all the time, even though I've pressed the clutch and put it into gear. Don't boost his ego. Yeah, my ego's already been boosted too much this last month. Well, not this month, last month though. Artisan bakery with, oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I mean, I can't eat. I'm only talking about this because I'm trying to lose weight. I've got proper fat over the last 4 months. America didn't help. I had like 6 burgers over a week. God, can't eat food, so now all I'm going to be thinking about is food. I do lift. What it is there's like a timer. You have to have it off the throttle for a certain amount of time. Maybe the game still thinks the throttle is there when it's not. See there, I was off the throttle then. definitely a delay there. I don't get pizzas. They're too. Pizzas aren't worth the calories. I did have a pizza last week though. I'm not very good at this track. You really have to know how to nail these corners. I'm in 5th place though, that's alright. Hello Skyworld. Fuck. Seriously, my stomach is like bulging. It's depressing. But I did a jog. I did like a 3-mile jog today. And I didn't feel like it at all, so... Oh, Gasper Medev's passed us. Oh no. Oh, car up the arse. I'm not a brake marker. Bloody hell, who was that? G Ekstrom. It's just because I live stream, that's why I don't do VR. Got used to buy K2 cockpit. If it wasn't for live streaming, I'd play VR more. I've got all the VR headsets. I even have a dedicated VR rig in my bedroom. I just don't live stream it or do videos of it. I will have to sort it out. New line. Hang on, we've got to get these places back. We are in Glorious 7. Oh, look at that Ford. Why is he taking all the corners at a drift? Automobilista 2 is going to be amazing. Automobilista 2 is going to be one to get. Buy Automobilista 2. Everyone get Automobilista 2. Box of Kleenex. No, I have one of those beds that lifts up against the wall. He's so much faster down the straight, what a bugger. Gasper drift time. Whoa! Hello, goodbye. What was that? He's gone. I will do. I would have thought it unlikely. I don't know. I wonder if... Oh, there it goes again. I wonder if Bandai Namco will publish it. Jesus Christ. A little bit loose. I've been shilling Automobilista 2 for ages. They probably won't even give me a press key. I mean, if it ends up being rubbish, I'll say it's rubbish, but I'll be very disappointed. It shouldn't be, though. It looked really good in the videos. Got one more lap to go here. No, yeah, it's weird. It's like specific gears at specific speeds. It does it in all the cars with the H pattern. No, I'm using the clutch and I'm heel and toeing. I mean, this is a dog box, but I've not quite got the dog box technique, so I clutch anyway. Kunos disappointed me. I like the Kunos guys, but ACC is not my... I mean, they can't make... they've got everything else perfect. Netcar Pro, Fry Virtual Academy, Seto Corsa. You can't expect them to get every game perfect, can you? So, their next game is going to be amazing. Just have to wait 5 years. Oh no, back in 7th place. Final lap, come on. Is he drifting on purpose to take the piss? I think he might be. Maybe he's just getting on the throttle too much. I think Gasper's taking the piss. Ah, it's close. Well, Project Cars 2, you could just host them in the game. It's amazing, and they actually work pretty well, apart from when it lags out. Right, I think we want to try like a Porsche next. Someone was saying, Tom was saying, that was good racing though. Let's have a look at the results. Yeah, Gasper was trolling. Were you drifting on purpose? Every corner was a drift then. Where's the timing boards? Oh, there it is. Luca Gray, Elliot Simpson, Toadstool, Robert Tuckenberg, Gustav Ekstrom, Gasper Medev, myself in 7th, of course. Marco Robsman, Timon Solsberg, Paulo Leo, Azar Mari. Well done, guys. New session. I've got my cranberry juice and fizzy water here. Sparkling mineral water. I've turned European. Elmhurst mineral water. Where's this from? Carbonated natural mineral water bottled from the Elmhurst Spring in England. Where's Elmhurst? Probably flew over it today in the sim. Yeah, I think if we go for like some kind of Porsche or something, that'd be cool. Chuck it in the bin. I like fizzy water. Turning into a German. Hallo! Hallo, ich hasse fizzy water. It will be. They always say spring water, but it gives you like the visual impression that you know, it gives you the visual impression of like someone collecting water from a spring, but really it's just like a pipe coming out of the ground, out of the back of a factory. But you know, what can you do? Hang on. What's going on here? Oh, can we do a nice track? I don't know if I can cope with Hungaroring. I don't even know Hungaroring layout. I can't cope with that. Can we do like Laguna Seca or something? A nice easy track. Or like, you know, a classic. Humbororing. Kama Sutra tunes. It's a sim racing anthem in the background. Do I like it? Okay, well, we'll try it. Let's see what happens. What car shall I go for? Has this car got flappies? I'm going to go for the one with the racing stripe. That's fastest. Hello, Freak Show. Click the like button, guys. Oh, it's a donation.
Lord T. Lover LMP1. Bring the mayhem.
LMP1. Is there an LMP1 in this? Oh. You got bamboozled. Right. Thanks for that donation, M82 there. Okay. Got the techno going now. I don't know why why that flute music was in techno, but Is this a flappy paddle car? It is. See, mirror, 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 mirror. See. Oh no, I do like a Hungaro ring. I forgot which track it was. Oh, nice sound. Oh, stopwatch. You have to get the speed off. See. Oh dear. Car doesn't turn in on the brakes. Might need to move the brake bars further back. Seem to want it. Whoa! What's going on with the car? Hang on, what's going on? This car's broken. What's going on here? There's something wrong with this. This car seems a bit funky. Well, we'll see how it goes in quali. Mr. Cold Tyres. Cold tyres aren't normally that bad in this. Hang on. Normally I find Porsches really easy. Been driving in Bath too long. No, it seems a bit weird. Does this car normally have traction control? Is there other people clearly struggling with it as well? Why is it? It's like it's not got the right turning circle to it. Everyone's dying. Yeah, it's like it doesn't want to turn. Oh, hang on, what's this? Alright, why's my view changed? Oh. Server. Oh, okay, I see. R.I.P. Oh, Turgov Herdevag. Here the game in a muscle. Have you considered... That's how he sounds in my head. Have you considered joining Jimmy B at Super GT Go-Karting? You should have a... I can't afford it.
Hey GM, have you considered joining Jimmy B in Super GT driving go-kart?
Thank you for 100.
Club 100 series.
Thank you.
I want to see you beat Jimmy real life. Face with tongue.
Thank you for the 100 knock there. Yeah, no, I would like to. I honestly can't afford it. It's super expensive. Super GT. Jimmy and Super GT are like big YouTubers. You have to remember, I'm like budget YouTuber. Super GT's got like 250,000 subs. Jimmy's got like it's the same, like 300,000. I'm here with my like 50. My little mini muscle. Yeah, it costs because you have to get to the track. It's probably like £200 per event for them each, give or take, maybe more, maybe a little bit more. So I can't afford that. I would rather spend money on something else. I mean, it'd be awesome. I mean, for them it makes sense as well. It's easily them making videos on it will pay for it. So yeah, you divide the cost. You divide the cost between your team, if that makes sense. I mean, you have to register. It's like £70 to register for the year. Then you have to get to the event. Then you have to pay for that individual event. Then obviously food whilst you know. But if you've got enough subscribers, then if they make a video on it, they'll probably pay for it. So I'm not quite there. One day. Oh dear. What, we're fixing the car again. Hello, Christopher. Thank you for subscribing, whoever that was last that subscribed. Well, the nice thing with Club 100 is there's no prep work. It's just getting there. I've not got a problem with the car being loose. It's the turning circles really wide. Although apparently I do have a problem there. Traction control's on. You can hear the fire rate display. The turning circle's really bad on this car. Weird. You can hear the ABS. You can hear the fire rate display in the background. That's what that ripping sound is. I've turned it to maximum. The steering lock is on as sensitive as possible. I mean, maybe the car doesn't have that much of a steering lock in real life. That's not an uncommon thing. It's just when you go from like the 90s DTM and that NU whatever car. To be fair, I mean, it doesn't turn that well in AC either. I think it's just a car. It's like GT4, isn't it? Why would I set the steering to default? I know I've turned it the way that makes it more sensitive. If that makes sense. Unless this car works back to front to the other cars. Is this car back to front to the other vehicles? Well, we'll see. Steering settings, 18. Does lower make it more sensitive with this one? With the NUS, the higher that number, the more sensitive it is. That's less sensitive. No, that's not right. It's the opposite. Look. I turn the wheel 90 degrees. Well, I'll put it straight. Look. I'm having to turn the wheel like 90 degrees. Look. I turn the wheel 90 degrees and turn. It's barely turning. Now, if I put it on 18. Turn 90 degrees. Way more sensitive. What do you mean by default? On what settings to default on? It's reset to default. Oh, we've got the wheel range. Oh, you're talking about the wheel range, not the steering lock. I was talking about the steering lock, not wheel range. Oh, okay. I thought one was visual. Yeah, I thought wheel range was for the visual wheel. I get it now. So the lower the wheel range, the more sensitive it is, and the higher the lock, the more sensitive it is as well. I'll put ABS on as well. There we go. I've lost my mouse cursor. Where's ABS setting? I can't see it. What page is ABS on? Oh, factory, there we go. He actually did it. Now the thing with RaceRoom is the options are all over the bloody shop, and it's like you... Yeah, I do like this track. I thought it was a different track. Oh, it's my wheels might not be on auto either. Let's do that for the sensitivity. Oh no, there it is. Auto. I mean, the thing is, it's still the same handling is still there. I think once you go over the limit in this car, you kind of it goes into a bit of a passenger slide. Not where it doesn't spin around, but hang on, there's only 3 people in the server. This has been a bit of a failure. I know there isn't. There's no. Why is it only? I've got to do a lap. That's why. I think it's weird. It does seem a bit weird, this car. Like the force feedback's not conveying the back of the car at all. It's just, it's like it just doesn't feel connected. It's going from like, it don't want to turn in. It's, yeah, I don't think it's a very good car, to be honest. But all of a sudden there, it just turns in all of a sudden. But it's, yeah. It's like it's got zones of of physics to it rather than a smooth transition between all the states. Yeah, it's It's like... No, it's like the car doesn't want to go into the corners. I think it's a bit of a... I'd say it's a rubbish car. Just like turning there, one of the brakes went over the limit and you're stuck. And I've put the... Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It just feels like a really crappy car, to be honest. It doesn't make any sense. It's a GT4. Should be really obvious. It should like be glued to grip. It should be super obvious. It's as if the wheels are going on and off with grip. I don't know. Don't like it. Don't like it. Put the car in the bin, guys. Porsche fail. You actually had zones. Did it have good zones or bad zones? I've broken the input now. I made it way sensitive. Now it doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, hang on. That does affect it in terms of the rotation. Like, you do have to match this up. Maybe if I just put on 100 rather than auto. Oh, there we go. That's fixed it. Weird. Auto zone. That's my new car shop. I mean, the force feedback's really abrupt on it as well. I don't know, I feel like there's something funky going on with the wheels. Ah, you need a yellow line on the... I mean, look at how I can't get through those corners. The yellow line is the crucial component for realism. I could get a marker pen out. We'll see how this race goes. I'm not optimistic. I don't know, it feels like the wheels are broken. Oh, is this like your favourite car, Tom, that you've worked on? And I'm like, it's terrible. Oh, sorry. Ah. Nice driving, guys. Top, yeah, good job on the braking there. I don't mind a car being unforgiving. It's more that I like cars that turn into the that go into the corner and then don't feel as if they have like abrupt physics states. Like it should be a smooth transition between all the different physics states. Classic T1 there. It's like, I don't know, it's just like, it feels like I'm like locked on a path as I'm driving it as well. It doesn't feel like I'm, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. It's almost as if it's like driving with slick tyres in wet or something, but they're not. I don't know. So it just feels very, very abrupt when it's a really sluggish and slow car. Why is he slowing down so much? Oh, hello. It's not hard to drive. It just feels. It doesn't feel like it just feels broken. It just feels like a broken sim car. It's either got train track grip or it's in some weird slide of some kind. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem very happy. It doesn't feel balanced at all. Yeah, it's like a shopping trolley or something. I don't know. You can drive it. It just doesn't. It just seems really off. Yeah, the car contacts are amazing in RaceRoom. See, why are we all getting in these massive slides without the brakes? Like when you initially get into a bit of a slide, as long as it's not like a massive slide, you should be able to pull it out of it straight away. It's obviously broken. I'm not in 7th. Marissa oversteers like a cow. I just get a picture of someone driving a cow around a circuit. Oh dear. Oh, here we go again. I mean, that's just not even right. Look at everyone losing it on there. It's ridiculous. It's like this. Oh my god. This is not right at all. This is like this is a GT4 car. It should not be like mental trail braking around that corner. It's as if there's oil on the track there. This literally drives as if the rear wheels are someone sprayed oil all over them. Yeah, uncorrectable oversteer. You've entered the oil zone. Sledge corner. Oh, I was reading the chat there. I'll take the penalty. I know. Oh. Man, this is such a chore to drive. I like my car's arcade. Get ready for sledge corner. Which reminds me of some of the cars in the original R Factor 1 where you have to be super careful. It's not the gas, it's the brake and the turning. And it's just abrupt grip loss on the rear. It's like oil. It's like it literally handles as if there's oil on the wheels. Or like, you know those things they use to train people? You know when they do the skid thing, but they put the car on a trolley? It's like someone's pushing a button and activating that. In real life, this car should probably be a total piece of piss to drive. I always get a stick when I say this. When I'm like, oh, race cars are easy to drive, I always get people going, oh, well, you're not a race driver. But it's like, really, they should all be really easy to drive. As long as you're not like, you know, not to drive professionally within 1 second or well, even 4 seconds of the... There goes another one of the, you know, like a professional race driver, but to drive around a track at a moderate speed, cars are a piece of piss to drive. Like if you've got 2,000 hours in driving simulators, then driving a car within 5 seconds or even 4 seconds of a general lap time isn't hard. It shouldn't be hard, but some people don't seem to understand that. It might be hard in that it's scary and you don't dare go that fast, but on a sort of steering wheel input and pedal input level, assuming you know the track layout, it shouldn't be hard. Every spin adds 1x, but you know, the car model's really nice. I mean, that was the thing. Right, so early flight sims, the planes were really hard to bloody fly. The moment I jumped in that real-world Cessna, it was just so easy and obvious to hold it at like the altitude and to like just fly at a basic level. It's like, well, obviously it's designed. It's like when you get in a road car, it's not hard to drive a road car within like a 1/4 metre tolerance. Obviously you're not sliding or anything. it's not hard to drive through a city with traffic, even if you're a very first time driver. Like the first time I ever went driving was in bloody Devon, and within an hour I was reversing up slopes to allow tractors to go through and stuff. That's after like an hour of never driving a car before. So but if that was in a sim, it'd be like, oh god, it's impossible. This is the thing. Yeah, when I've been driven, I've not driven a car around a racetrack, but I've been a passenger a few times in sports cars, and the first thing you notice is like it feels like tyres have infinite grip. It's insane because you feel the G-forces through your body. It's just like it's like the driver has to actively push to get the car to be moving out laterally. Now, I know this isn't a road car, but race cars, until you get right up to the limit, are even more stable than road cars because they're race cars. they obviously road tyres have a more gradual fall off to them. They don't bite in the same way. The fall off isn't as abrupt. But again, if you're not like really pushing at the limit, a race car is like, because it has to be precise, pointed, to drive as fast as possible. As a result, if you're not absolutely poning it around a track and maximising it, a race car in many ways is easier, assuming you don't just bury your foot on the throttle, is easier to just drive. Like go-karts have slick tyres on them. Again, it's different from a road vehicle, but most people can jump in a go-kart and drive around a go-kart track without spinning. You try and go playing a go-kart in a simulator, and they feel mental. But there you go. Can we drive something fun? I enjoy complaining there. Ah, dear. Hey, G. Bryden. We need to do something fun. I don't know what that is, but is Thomas Smith dead now? I think he might have passed out. I think he might be walking the dogs. I really like the Porsches in R Factor 2. We try IndyCar, okay. That might have to be the last one because it's getting late. Oh, nice bulldozer there. Poor Tom Tom. Tom Tom's probably really proud of the work he put into this, and I've just spent a whole race slagging it off. Ah, but Tom Tom's being sacked now. Ah, dear, ruined. No, RC's car. Randall Corsan was driving it careful because it was his first time. Most amount of G, it must have been like 1.5 Gs lateral max. Felt more Gs in an aeroplane. Tom's unsubscribed. Tom's flagged all my videos. All right, Arnie. Thanks for watching and taking part. I don't know what's going. It's whatever he picks. Yeah, this is the thing. When I mean, I've said this before, but most real-world race drivers, if not all of the ones I've talked to, are all like, driving is easy. Obviously, they're real-world race. Obviously, they're professional race drivers. They would say that, but they all like agree it's that last fraction that's hard, and the pressure and performing on the day in the minimum amount of time. It's not the basic driving a car around a track that's hard. Thomas Smith, voice activated server of the week. Whoa. What are we driving? What's this? What's the FRUS Cup? I don't know what it is. Oh, here we go. I'm going to get the Formula Rim on here. I'm going to go for the bright blue car so it's clear. Here we go. Where's my wheel? I lube it up. It still gets a bit stiff. Maybe I need to put even more lube on the shaft. I don't know. The short shirts and gloves. It gets warm in here. Oh, this... feel the dampening more on this because it's a smaller rim. Let's turn that down. Hey up, why we got the green lights? See. Do we have a push to pass with this? Do I have to bind a PP? Oh, I do. Do we have anything else? The scale of this track's a bit weird. Ah, no, there's no warning for that. Oh, the flags are working on my wheel, that's cool. The LEDs are showing the in-game flags. This is not a laser scan, no. Feels a bit weird. How's it going, Mr. Call Sign? There is a Helicorsa thing for this with that web UI. Quality time. Google web UI. Oh. Google web UI for RaceRoom. Oh, I was reading the chat room there. Hang on, why is the pit exit so close to T1? This part of the track seems like it's the wrong scale. I don't know. I don't know, Rosar. I'm sure some people do. Yeah, there's not much lateral feel for what the tyres are doing in this car. There's not much variation in the force feedback. And when you light up the rears, you can't feel that either. The iRacing track feels like huge. This feels like it's miniaturized. Yeah, everything, it feels too squashed together. The hills are too steep. I don't know, maybe this is field of view, I don't know. Oh, we'll have a good race anyway. Someone sat on the track. Hello, Hank Bizzle. Because it's a fast car, maybe. Got a lot of downforce. Thanks, JH. Automobilista 2 Caterham, that's where it's going to be at. How many people are actually in the server? Are my headlights on? Yeah, we put all the headlights on. I've attached LED torches to the front. We're real cheese people. It's America, they don't have real cheese. Apart from the big cheese. Yeah, I don't know. This car feels, it comes across as like really simplified. I think RaceRoom is best with old school vehicles that slide around a lot. For me personally, I find like the 90s DTM, that whatever that, what was that weird boxy car called? Those sort of vehicles in RaceRoom I really enjoy. I find newer cars are a bit weird in it, like NSU, that's it. This has like infinite front grip. Oh, come on. I thought that was legal. If AMS2 has bad physics, I will start crying. No, it'll be good, like, because Project Cars 2, with the good cars in that, with a few tweaks, is fantastic. So, AMS2 is the dream, guys. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. I am Optimus Prime. Autobots. Well, I don't know what they say. Robots in disguise. Oh, I was reading the chat. Bad place to read the chat room there. Well, Project Cars 2 has its own tyre model, so they've had to do their own physics using the Project Cars 2 tyre model. I think they've redone the suspension and stuff. But yeah, they published stuff about it, so we'll just read that. Well, we're going to get one... Oh no, we're not even going to get a lap. It's alright, we'll do it live. Maybe I made the steering lock too high. Okay, I'll go with that. Well, no, Project Cars 2 time model is actually pretty good. Like in a sense, I think it's just how the cars are implemented into it. There's aspects of the time model that are really impressive. Like they use the same time model for the off-road and the on-road stuff, and it's relatively convincing. I think. Hang on. How many? Oh well, go for it. Car implementation is the most... Well, you need to have a good physics engine, but how a car is implemented is a massive aspect of if a car drives well in a simulator. That's why Automobilistas basically are factor one, but the cars drive really well. Here we go. See how this works out. Come on, man. I'm there. Nice contact, though. See, that was good. That's something that's always messed up in other sims. The contact we had there was perfectly fine. It was a little touch. Little bump. Oh, wheels! Seeing the wheels, Rob! That was awesome. Didn't know that was in the game. See, that's really cool. A little rubbing is racing. Well, I think the new cars in R32 are better. The old cars in R32 are rubbish. It does depend. Some cars in Automotive History I think are a bit funky, but a lot of them are really good. Let's use them PPs. Whoa, F. Keeson in front of us here. We are catching up nicely. Get in there. Spicy action. Well, he's gone. Off race. Gone to the beach. Top three, come on. I doubt too old for Forza because you end up with annoying AI and then people run loads of servers with AI and then you can never find a server without AI. That's what killed Unreal 2003. You could never find a server without AI. It's good when you're playing with friends though, and you have like 2 or 3 friends, and you just want to do like a. I used to do this with in R Factor 2 when it first came out. I'd load. We'd load a server up with me and like 2 other people with AI, and we'd both start at the back and we'd see who could get the furthest up the field. It's actually quite fun. The AI were mental. Mr. V Moorhead up front here. Come on! Oh, he's boo-booed it. Don't know what happened to him there. T-stall. There's one person on a locked server. Hey, Stephen, spam. That's sad. Oh dear. He boo-booed it. Yeah, he gave it a bit too much foot pedal winkles. We're going to catch up with the T-stall. 6 minutes left. Oh, well, hopefully Kartcraft multiplayer comes out soon. Spam, spam, spam. Sadly for Mr. T Spam, all his emails get auto-blocked. Hello, that MKKKK. Oh. Have you met that MKK's Russian brother? That's AKK. I don't know, that's funny for me. 10 out of 10, top band. Oh, I need a rocket launcher. Yeah, nobody, they did reply to it, got filtered. Oh, he's too far for the shell to hit. 2-second gap. Unbelievable. How do I close this gap? I'm using my PPs, I've only got 3 left. Trying to push here. Yeah, RaceRoom's good for leagues. Mr. T Stall, we're coming. Maybe at peak times, maybe if you play RaceRoom at like 7 to 9 PM. That's number 1. Oh, come on. I'm risking it on the throttle here. Oh, Gasper's in our exhaust pipe. Woo! 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 Don't know why that's funny. Probably isn't. What's he doing? Drunk driving. Got hammer the brake points. Hello, RWB. RWB, which one? International. Oh, it's the main leader of the Colts. Yeah, we're doing a bit of race room. People love it. Oh, there he is. Bloody PP-ing me. How dare he PP me? Saggy nipples. I tried to push it too soon. I had to risk it. there goes the podium. Oh, I was pushing to try and catch him. Throttle's delayed on the torque delivery's delayed on this car. I think it's got a bit of a turbo on it. It's like that. I think that is just this car, like in real life as well. Huge error. Well, we had to take the risk. We got it's win it or nothing, you know. I'd run out of PPs. Right. Oh dear, oh dear. Whew. I mean, I'm happy with that result. Sonical. Spicy chicken. Oh, look at the LEDs on my wheel. Oh, you can't see it. Looks cool. End of race. We've got the race flag on the wheel. It's using all the lights, which is nice. Look at that. We know the race is over. Get yellow flags. This is that's what you get for spending £300 on a steering wheel. Some LEDs. It's totally worth it. Right. Oh. Oh, wow. You can't win without PP. Right. We are... I'm off to bed. It's 10:30. We've done two streams. 2-stream day. But thanks to Thomas Smith for hosting it. Well done, Toadstool, for winning. Gasper coming second and cheating. Vic, Moorhead, both of you all cheated. Palo, Leo 5th, Stuart Gillard 6th, Paul Leach 7th, Ian Kirk 8th, Dope Smoker 9th, Freak Keeson 10th. Well done, guys. Bedtime. Sleep time. Yeah. Have a nap. Yeah, well, thanks for joining, everyone. Let's do the credit thing. Oh. Credits are broken. Thanks, Thomas, as I say, for hosting the servers there and changing the settings. Voice-activated server, top-notch. Thanks for taking part, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for clicking the like button. We've got 100 likes per hour, which is nice. Super chats by Andy Hitchens, M82, Hergberg, thank you. Subscriptions from Gandis Bula and Gunnalavd Racing. Night, night, everybody. Till the next one. Goodbye.